All right, let's continue with the word of the Most High. Look at Matthew 19 and 16. Matthew 19 and 16. And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life? This is what it's all about. This is what it should be all about. No more, no less. Eternal life. Say, what good thing should I do to have eternal life? That's what this is all about. I hope for you receiving eternal life. Matthew 19 and 16. And it reads, And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life? So what good thing can I do that I can have eternal life? And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? Why you calling me good? There is none good but one. That is the Most High. Remember I told you, the Most High is good and the law is good. You say, why callest thou me good? So he wouldn't even allow no one to even call him good. When you say, how you doing? Everybody now say, what? I'm good. But he said, hey, don't call me good. He said, why callest thou me good? I'm not good, so don't call me good. He said, there is none good but one. That is the Most High. So what you calling yourself? See, that's why I say the things in the world have our people all twisted, that you say I'm good, you follow the trends of the world. He said, hey, don't call me good. I'm not good. Only one good is the Most High. That's what he's saying. But if thou wilt enter into life, to you preachers, what is he saying? You will enter into everlasting life, into all your congregation that's listening. He said, keep the commandments. He said, keep the commandments. Keep the laws of the Most High. Listen. He said unto him, which? Now, my second shot going to tell you, this is how to enter eternal life. But you're going to deal with one portion of the law. When he said, my second shot said, knowing this man's spirit. Thou shalt not do murder. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Honor thy father and thy mother, and thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. All those identities of the law that he identified here are dealing with, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. The young man said to him, all these things have I kept from my youth up. What lack I yet? So I've been doing this from my youth up. I was born and raised into this, doing this, following the laws of the Most High. I said, what do I lack? Yet, Messsage said unto him, if thou wilt be perfect, you want to be perfect, go and sell that thou hast, and give to the poor. Say, go sell what you have and give to the poor. And thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me. Say, go sell what you have and give to the poor. And you're going to have treasure in heaven, and come follow me. But when the young man heard that saying, he went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions. See? Then the Messsage was shy. Then it said, the Messsage was saying to his disciples, verily I say unto you, that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. And again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle. That's a little archway in Israel. Because the camel going to be afraid that his hump will get caught up in that little archway. And again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven. When his disciples heard it, they were exceedingly amazed, saying, who then can be saved? But Messsage beheld them and said unto them, with men this is impossible. But with the Most High, all things are possible. Hear that? With men, this is impossible. With the Most High, all things are possible. Nothing's impossible with the Most High. If you believe and have faith in Him and not fall short and be rebellious, as we've been looking at how you are if you are rebellious against the laws of the Most High, which a lot of people are. See, you're not standing up for righteousness. That's why He said in Psalm 94:16. Psalm 94:16. Says, who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Well, no, who gonna rise up for the Most High and against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? Who gonna do it? Say, who gonna rise up for me against the evildoers? You can't do it if you ain't keeping the laws of the Most High. You ain't gonna go, they're not gonna go against the evildoers. You're working with the evildoers. He said, or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? Who will stand up for the Most High against the workers of iniquity? You gonna do it? Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. He said, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness in the face of such a afflicted him and made no account of his labor. When they see it, they shall be filled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all they look for. You see, that's who's going to do it, a righteous man. And the only way you're going to be righteous is keeping the laws of the Most High. Psalm 94:12. Blessed is the man whom thou chasten, O Most High, and teachest him out of thy law. So a lot of you think you've been blessed. You ain't blessed because you ain't keeping the laws of the Most High. Remember, the Most High reign or bless the just and the unjust, but afterward it's going to be the judgment. That thou mayest give him rest from the days of adversity. That's what we want, rest in the days of adversity, until the pit be digged for the wicked. You know, the pit is a pit that's digged, going to be digged for the wicked. For the Most High will not cast off his people, neither will he forsake his inheritance. But judgment shall return unto righteousness, and all the upright in heart shall follow it. That's what we're doing now. Following the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High. I can't say it enough. And you preachers are not teaching it, so therefore you leading our people astray. Proverbs 3:1. Proverbs 3:1. My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments. For length of days, and long life, and peace shall they add to thee. That's what he says it's going to give you, by keeping the law. So if you don't do this, your days going to be shortened. You're going to have a whole lot of havoc in your life. You got no peace. You have to deal with demons. It's already here. Because you set yourself up with the wicked. And you're going to go down with it. You got to hear the word of the Most High. See, we've been thoroughly edified with the truth of this word. And you can hear it. All praise to the Most High, because it is His word. Look at Amos 5:20. Shall not the day of the Most High, the Messsage, be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it? when these missiles be shot into the ends of the world, you better believe, you better understand, where you going to be at then? Go to Wisdom of Solomon 5, 5th chapter. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and verse 20. His severe wrath shall be sharpened for a sword, and the world shall fight with him against the unwise. Then shall the right aiming thunderbolts, these missiles, go abroad, and from the clouds, as from a well-drawn bow, shall they fly to the mark. These missiles ain't gonna miss. And hailstones full of wrath shall be cast as out of a stone bow, and the water of the sea shall raise against them. We'll have the sea rise up against them. And the flood shall cruelly drown them. Yea, a mighty wind shall stand up against them. That's tornadoes and hurricanes. And like a storm shall blow them away. Gonna blow you away. How you gonna fight this? Thus iniquity shall lay waste the whole earth, and ill dealing shall overthrow the thrones of the mighty. Gonna bring it down. Where you gonna be at this time? So I go to Jeremiah 23 and 1. Jeremiah 23 and 1. Woe, mean destruction, be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pastors, said the Most High. Said, woe, destruction to you that destroy and scatter the sheep of the Most High's pasture. He's screaming at you, said the Most High. You know how thunder sounds? That's his voice. He's screaming at you like thunder. Therefore said the Most High power of Israel against the pastors that feed my people, you preachers, you leaders, you teachers that's over our people teaching them, ye have scattered my flock. They scatterbrained. You done polluted their brains. You have scattered my flock and driven them away. Away from what? From his laws, statutes, and commandments. Away from the teachers, the true teachers that the Most High has called in these last days to bring forth his truth to our people. And driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doing, said the Most High. He said, I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries whither I have driven them, and will bring them again to their folds. He's going to bring us back to the sheepfolds. And they shall be fruitful and increase. And I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them. And they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed, neither shall they be lacking, said the Most High. Let you know, you preachers, you should be making sure that we're not lacking. Your congregation is not lacking. We as a people, the children of Israel. That's why the Most High said he's going to make sure that that's why he said, woe, in verse 1. Destruction be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, said the Most High. He's going to kill you. Destruction. Woe mean destruction to you. That's why he's telling us. What did he say? In verse 4, it says, and I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them. Jeremiah 3:15, we read that. You pass according to his mind, which shall feed them with knowledge and understanding. And I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them, and they shall fear no more. There will be no fear. Nor be dismayed. Nor dismayed, neither shall they be lacking, said the Most High. See? So, when you look at 2nd Ezra, the 7th chapter. Second Ezra say we ain't gonna be lacking. Why? Go to Second Ezra 7. All this is already prophesied for us. That's why it's such a pleasure and desire to do what's right, so you can be a part of this. Go to 2nd Ezra 8, and we're going to look at verse 52. It says, "For unto you is paradise open, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared." See, the time to come is prepared. Plenteousness. Remember it said we ain't going to be lacking? What did it say? They shall, it says, neither shall they be lacking, said the Most High in Jeremiah 23:4. Listen to what it said. In 2nd Ezra 8:52, "So unto you is paradise open, the tree of life is planted." That tree of life, meaning we're going to be able to live forever and ever and ever. The time to come is prepared. Plenteousness is made ready. That's why we're not going to lack. But he said plenteousness is made ready. A city is builded, New Jerusalem, and rest is allowed. Yeah, perfect goodness and wisdom. The root of evil is sealed up from you. Weakness and the moth is hid from you, and corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten. Sorrows are past, and the end is showed the treasure of immortality. That's what it's all about. But you're keeping the people from this immortality and keeping them from the laws. Well, look at Baruch 4:1. Tell them that you don't have to follow the Most High. Messsage just told you out of his own mouth. He went to the law. And I can show you, I've done many lessons where when Messsage fasted for 40 days and 40 nights, when the devil came and tempted him, what did he use against the devil? The law. Every single time. He went to the law every single time. So you're not teaching the people how to rebuke Satan by the law, as he did, because how you going to go to the law? They say, well, this is the law. I thought we went under the law. But you going to use the law against Satan? No. So you don't know, you're not telling them how to rebuke the devil. Because he's an example, Messsage for us to know how to operate as he operated. And once he did that, the devil had to leave him. So he ain't leaving none of y'all because you ain't dealing with the law to rebuke him. You can't deal with the law. He went to what King David said. Well, we went earlier in Psalms 91. You know? He didn't go to the law. He can't go to the law. That's why I'm not sure to tell you, you got to serve the Most High. Him only shall you serve. Just like us, he got to serve the Most High too. He ain't getting out of nothing. Look. Go to Ecclesiasticus 3. It says, verse 26, it says, a stubborn heart, we're dealing with rebellious, stubborn heart shall fare evil at the last. Hear that? He that loveth danger shall perish therein. But a stubborn heart shall fare evil at the last. An abstinent heart shall be laden with sorrows, and the wicked man shall heap sin upon him. Sin. Like he said, that's what he said, you take counsel of me, but not of my counsel. You cover with a covering, and you add sin to sin. So who does this? He let you know who it is that does this. And the wicked man shall heap sin upon sin. In the punishment of the proud, there is no remedy. Because a lot of y'all walking with your heads up. in pride. In the punishment of the proud there is no remedy, for the plant of wickedness have taken root in him. The heart, the mind of the prudent will understand a parable, and an attentive ear is the desire of a wise man. You got to pay attention. See, that's what it says. The heart of the prudent or the wise will understand a parable. You understand a riddle. And an attentive ear is the desire of a wise man. So you have an attentive ear, you're going to be attentive to a wise man. And you're going to make sure that you listen closely to become wise yourself and understand these precepts or this puzzle. But you want to cancel out this pride. Look at verse 17. It says, "My son, go on with thy business in meekness." Hear this? "So shalt thou be beloved of him that is approved." See, go about your business with humility. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself. See, the greater you are, the more you have to be humble. "And thou shalt find favor before the Most High." See, y'all looking for favor before man. You trusting in man. So you're going to find favor before the Most High. That's what's important. Man going to lead you straight to hell. Look, Jeremiah 17:5. "Thus said the Most High, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Most High." Because you looking to that for man to elevate you. Like a lot of you out there, you're looking to be somebody in hell. There's a condition called hell for us. You're looking to be elevated in hell. You better humble yourself, as the Messsage told us. "He that exalt himself shall be abased. He that humble himself shall be exalted." As it is written, listen. Verse 18, Ecclesiasticus, the 3rd chapter. "The greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Most High. Many are in high places, and of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek." Hear that? That's why he ain't revealing no mysteries. You can't hand this to a proud man. They can't bring forth these scriptures, precept upon precept. He said he reserved these mysteries unto the meek. For the power of the Most High is great, and he is honored of the lowly, the humble, those with a broken and contrite spirit. That's why it's time to wake up, Israel. It's time to wake up before it's too late. Listen, speaking of hearing to be wise, go to Ecclesiasticus 6 and verse 32. Ecclesiastes 6:32. "My son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught." And you ain't never too old to be taught. "My son, if thou wilt be taught." If you're willing, you're going to be taught. "And if thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be pure." You're going to be having a lot of wisdom if you apply your mind righteously. Listen. "If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding." Instead of blocking this out. Ever learning and never coming to the knowledge of the truth. It says, "If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. And if thou bow thine ear, meaning you listen, thou shalt be wise. Stand in the multitude of the elders. Stand in the multitude of the elders. And cleave unto him that is wise. I'm telling you, cleave unto him that is wise. Stand in the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise. Be willing to hear every righteous discourse, and not turn your ear away. And let not the parables of understanding escape thee. See? And if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee be times unto him. You find a man of understanding, he said, get to him quickly. And let thy foot wear the steps of his door. I mean, you trying to get all you can get. You want to be around a wise man. He said, let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Most High, and meditate continually in his commandments, his laws. He shall establish thine heart. He's going to establish your mind and give thee wisdom at thine own desire. See? That's why he told us, Joshua 1 and 8. You can't just go back to this Old Testament and use whatever you want to use just to keep your religious beliefs going. No. You got to tell the people they children of Israel, or you scattering the sheep. Joshua 1 and 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein, as we just read, day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. As you meditate day and night, that you may observe to do according to all that is written therein. Where? In the Bible. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. But how you gonna make your way prosperous and your congregation prosperous if you're not meditating on the law? You ain't teaching the law. You're not following the law, because it's something that you've been told that we're not under. We're just not under the law of sacrifice. We're not sacrificing animals anymore. But the Messsage just gave you, because all the law is based upon how we love the Most High with all our heart, mind, and soul, and how we love thy neighbor as thyself, your neighbor of Israel. Because that comes from Leviticus 19th chapter, the 1st verse, and the 17th and 18th verse. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Talking to we the Israelites, because the laws were given to we the Israelites, the 12 tribes of Israel, not to no other nations. They have not known it. You see? And they're not going to know it. If they wear themselves in the way of wickedness and destruction, as it says in Wisdom 5 and 7, I don't care how much you teach. And brothers and sisters trying to draw these people to them. They wear themselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. See, as for the way of the Most High, we have not known it. That's from this time to the time that salvation is coming to the children of Israel. That's what they're going to say. So they say our enemy's going to be us as we're going into salvation. And that's what they're going to say. It's all in the Bible. It's all here. Already prophesied. So what you going to do? You going to make a change, or you going to continue to do what you've been doing? See, Most High told us. Go to Deuteronomy 6 and 4. Deuteronomy 6 and 4. Hear, O Israel, the Most High, our power is one power. You know what that is? Hear, O Israel, the Most High, our power is one power. You know what that is right there? That's the first of all the commandments. Right there. Hear, O Israel, the Most High, our power is one power. And thou shalt love the Most High thy power with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thy heart, which is your mind. So you got to love the Most High with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might. See, these words shall be in their mind, that he's telling us this day. He said, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. So you're supposed to be talking about these laws of the Most High, and talking about the Most High and what He's given us as you in your house. Teach your children. See, we didn't learn this. When you go to bed, you're supposed to be talking about this, rather than what's happening in the world. And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thine hand, and they shall be a frontlets between thine eyes. I mean, you looking at these scriptures to understand the laws of the Most High. And thou shalt write them upon the posts of thy house and on thy gates. So these scriptures will be on the house somewhere, in the posts of thy gates. It shall be, and the Most High thy power shall have brought thee into the land which He sware unto thy fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob. That's our forefathers. Jacob being the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel, to give thee great and goodly cities. He's going to give us great and goodly cities, which thou buildest not. See? He'll give us great and goodly cities that we build not. If we follow what He said. He told us in Deuteronomy 21 and 28 and 1, it shall come to pass if thou shalt hearken, listen diligently unto the voice of the Most High thy power. We keep telling you to listen, hear, hearken diligently unto the voice of the Most High thy power, to observe and to do all His commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Most High thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. And that's what's going to happen with we as the 12 tribes of Israel coming back to the law, such commandments of the Most High. We got next forever and ever and ever. Everlasting life. We have an opportunity. It says, and all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee if, that's a condition for us, thou shalt hearken, meaning listen, unto the voice of the Most High thy power, to the Most High's voice. That's everlasting life. And that's what's promised to us. Is that what you're teaching? So are you teaching our people? Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Most High shall bring thee into Egypt, which means captivity, slavery, and bondage, from Exodus 20 and 2. Again, another time, with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies, for bondmen and bondwomen, slave women, slave men and slave women. When we will come on these ships, it's proven that we are the children of Israel. Preachers. And no man shall buy you. No man shall buy you means no man shall save you from a worse condition to a better condition. That's what it told you in verse 29. And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness. Here we are in gross darkness as a people. And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore. If we didn't follow the laws, that's commandments of the Most High. That's why we're in the condition we're in, and you preachers are not doing anything but keeping the oppression upon us by telling our people they're not under the Most High's laws. Listen. And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee. There it is. What he's saying, no man gonna save us. Only the Most High. But he sent a Mashiach back here to redeem the children of Israel. 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel has set righteousness up on this earth. So go to Romans 13:11. And that knowing the time, that now is high time. Now, right now, this day is high time to awake out of sleep. To wake your butt up. Smack you. Pow, pow, pow. Wake up. Wake up out of sleep, Israel. That's darkness. You know, when you sleep, you close your eyes, it's darkness. Come out of this gross darkness, gross ignorance. Come back to your light of the Most High. That light we done explained to you is commandments of the Most High, His laws, statutes, commandments. That's why He said, and that knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. The night is far spent. The ignorance is far spent in this world. The day is at hand. Messsage is the day that's coming. It's at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness. Cast off the gross darkness of your mind, the gross ignorance of how you think that's contrary to the word of the Most High, and inquire for more. Desire more. All the answers are here in the Bible. Do you desire it? No. And those that do, I loyal to the Most High. It said the night is far spent. The day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. See? This armor, the protection. Remember, we done read how you keeping the laws, it protects you. Protects you. Baruch 4:1. Baruch 4:1. In the Apocrypha, it says, this is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever. You hear that, preacher? It said the law endureth forever. All they that keep it, all they that keep the commandments and the laws of the Most High shall come to life. You're going to come to everlasting life. That's why Messsage told you for understanding in the spirit in John 14:6. And Messsage said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. What does that mean? He's the way to show you how to follow the truth, which is the laws, that's going to lead to everlasting life. But those that have ears to hear, so he's telling you. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life. All they that keep the laws of the Most High shall come to everlasting life. But such as leave it shall die. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof. See? That's why it says it's time to come out of sleep. But now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. The night is far spent. The day is at hand. It's time for Messsage to come. The night is pretty much over. The day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness. Cast off the work of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. Protection from the Most High by keeping His laws, statutes, and commandments. Baruch 4:2. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it, and walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. See? That's how we're going to be illuminated, by keeping the laws of the Most High. And He's going to work with you to be able to go to this word and bring forth His truth. Like nobody else's business. See? That's why it's beautiful that we have the opportunity in these last days to come out of this darkness and not be rebellious as we have been in the past. And look at the last book of the Bible. We're going to conclude the last book of the Bible, Revelations 14:12. It says, here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of a Messsage. See? You look at what it said before, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, like a lot of you preachers out there, you represent the system that's been set up in all these religions that have our people lost. the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb of Mashiach Yahushua. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever. And they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here's the patience of the saints who are the 12 tribes of Israel. Psalm 148:14. Here are they that keep the commandments or the laws of the Most High and the faith of Mashiach Yahushua. Revelation 22:14. Very last book of the Bible. You're going to tell me, this is the words of a Mashiach Yahushua. He said, blessed are they, Revelation 22:14, blessed are they that do his commandments. That's the problem that I have, and the Most High have, and the Mashiach Yahushua have, and we, the children of Israel, the leaders of the 12 tribes of Israel have, because you're teaching our people they're not under the law. But listen to what it says. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life. We said, we told you, the kingdom is prepared. The tree of life is planted. It's ready for us. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city. For without are dogs, you say you got to do the commandments to enter into the gates into the city. But without, I mean, these people are not going to be in the kingdom. But without are dogs, those that are profane in dealing with sin, and sorcerers, witches, and all the things that's psychics, and all these things that they're dealing with on the left-hand side, and whoremongers, and murderers, and idolaters, and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie. See, that's written. So I hope that you understand, and hopefully someone will hear to be able to get this message to your preacher, or you listening yourself to the word of the Most High. And with that, I say all praise to the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua. And I'm out.